We are always looking for the best red deck to aggro people out, and a Redditor named Hunter said they use this deck to hit Mythic very fast here in week 1 of WOE Standard. Let's take it to the ladder and see how it does. That's right, Joey Lawrence's favorite standard, WOE. Gonna play some red deck wins. List courtesy of Hunter. Gonna post that as usual, deck list in the description. Stick around to the very end of the video for win rates if you want. If you don't want me to go through the deck and Hunter's advice, then just skip. There should be chapter breaks. You can skip to the action, see this deck in action. But what are we dealing with here? Kumano faces Kazakhstan, that stays the same. Monastery Swiftspear, that stays the same. But new, here we go, Monstrous Rage. So this is going to drop a roll that gives something +1/+1 and trample, and also +2/+0. So it's essentially a +3/+1 for 1 mana instant. Play with fire. Hunter goes for the Voldaren Epicure, not the Flaming Chicken. Interesting choice, but I think the blood tokens might be kind of useful so you don't flood out. We got 3 of the Bloodthirsty Adversary. Obviously good for flashing back, play with fire or lightning strike if we hit 5 mana. 4 of, brand new card here, Charming Scoundrel. It is a 1/1 haste, and it has discard a card, then draw a card, which if you are empty-handed is just draw a card. It's nice. Makes a treasure or create a Wicked Roll token attached to target creature you control. That's a +1/+1 thing. So it's essentially a 2/2 haste. And when it dies, it's going to deal it damage, which is nice. Only 2 of the Feldon. Hunter said about Feldon, I'm down to 2 Feldon. I want to try the Battle Mouse, but I'm wary of it not having haste. I also ran out of wild cards, so maybe I'll test later. 4 of Lightning Strike. 3 of Chandra Dress to Kill. You know, so not doing the what was that guy? The is it Squee? Anyways, the the 2/2 goblin that makes another goblin when it attacks. That's recursive. We're going to do 3 of Chandra, 3 of this new Godric, which is a 3/3 haste. It is legendary. And Hunter says, basically, you got to trigger the celebration. Turn 1, KFK, lets you have it on turn 3 when you cast him, because it's going to come into play as a creature, so that actually counts for celebration. And then Scoundrel and Epicure both satisfy celebrations if you can do it on turn 4. Chandra, and make a red. Land 2-drop or Chandra +1 drop also activates celebration. What does it do when it celebrates? It turns into a 4/4 flying dragon with pumpable +1/+0. Pumps all dragons. We're not running the battle that turns into dragons. Maybe there's a version of this with that and the hasty red and X dragon. The Shivan Devastator, is it called? 17 mountains, 1 Sokenzen, 3 Mishra's Foundries. Check the deck list I linked, not this sideboard. I didn't have enough wild cards for another once in future, and I believe the last missing piece I have in there is the mountain. But we're going to play best of 1 today, see how this deck does in best of 1. Stick around to the end. Maybe we'll talk about how you would modify this for best of 1 after we played it, and I'll also give you the win rate stats. Let's check in on how we're doing on subs here. We got 518 subs. I just gave away packs when we hit 500 subs, so little ways to go to get to 1,000, but you can help with that and get us to another giveaway. There's some lucky people getting big money packs in the mail right now. So let's go and see how Red Deck Wins, the brand new WoW version of Red Deck Wins, does on the ladder. Hunter. Very smart. Red Deck Wins. It's traditionally the fastest way to rank up when a new set comes out. Everybody else is testing out their new cards. They don't quite have it figured out. You just roll people over. Seems like a hand here. Opponent coming down with the tap land. We might lose a Swift Spear to cut down. Let's see how it goes. I'm a little bit scared to do Monstrous Rage here. They don't play anything. Let's just go face with this, because I have a feeling I got removal. Gonna edict one of them. Okay. My feeling was correct. It actually would have been fine to Monstrous Rage, though. Another red mana, it's perfect. We're gonna come Godric. Blue-black is the meta deck here. Although they're running a Waterfront District, of all things. Counterspell? Another Edict, okay. Probably Liliana coming down next turn, and then we're just stuck. No, they Thirst for Knowledge, okay. Discarding Mindbreaker. One of them decks. So Feldon plus... Let's Monstrous Rage on Feldon, I think. They're down to 3. So if they don't gain life, Lightning Strike closes this out. Feel bad they're hitting all these tap lands. Shieldred's Edict. I mean... This will lose Godric. We're more likely to draw another Godric. Good luck, Prankster. They got a block. They don't even want to bother against the Wally Waddles. I believe it's always correct to play Kumano Faces Cast again. That gives us a turn 2 Feldon. They're going to Phoenix Chick. We're not running you, Phoenix Chick. Big advantage to the deck that goes first in the red deck wins mirror match. We are flooding out a bit, but I guess luckily we've got this Voldaren Effigy. They are running the Scoundrel. They're going for the Wicked roll. You can trigger Godric. Oh, Godric has already triggered. It triggers itself. Wow. At 7. Another Scoundrel. I don't think that's going to be enough. They're gonna double Wicked roll. Okay. That did less than nothing. Yeah. I think that was a misclick. Up against Geo. Geolocated. I wonder if it's correct to loot with this Scoundrel here. We can hit Chandra on 3 if we don't get a land, that is. Okay, it looks like another mono red mirror matchup. What do they got for their 2-drop? Tarkir. We'll take out the adversary, probably. Do they fly into it for 1? They do. Okay. Well, look at that. We hit Chandra. Is it correct?
You know what's great at dispelling darkness? A blazing inferno.
To shoot the Phoenix Chick, I think so. Just so they don't fly into the battle and then lightning bolt it and turn this whole thing around. The next turn we can Lightning Strike and Charming Scoundrel draw a card. Oh, they got Godric. Yeah. So they would have flipped that. Let's draw a card. Oh, perfect. I'm glad we didn't plus up the Scoundrel, because now we get in for a bunch. They can easily flip that Tarkir. Do we have a good way around that? Maybe start drawing some cards with Chandra. Hope the top card of our library is red. Devastator to flip the invasion of Tarkir, yeah. Pretty good. Monstrous Rage. And hit a mountain.
Come on, Chandra. Think of something good.
So I guess we power up the factory. Maybe they block the factory and we get in with the Swift Spear. We're super close to getting them. I can't quite do the math. No, they have a lightning strike for the factory. That doesn't save it. Okay. And they block the Swift Spear. So I think now we trade the Swift Spear and the Monstrous Rage. Oh, interesting. We can hit him for 5 and then we've got him with Chandra next turn. I guess they were scared of losing the Defiant Thundermaw. Now these both each deal 2 damage to any target. So they could take out Chandra, but then we're cracking back with our Cliff Spear and our Kumano. Then playing a mountain is good. We're at 19. We have a lot of good top decks. They have to take out Chandra. So they send the Thundermaw in at Chandra. That takes out Chandra, and they keep the Devastator Black back to block. Is that their best play? I don't know what's in their hand, though. They're just going face? Absolute legends. I think, okay, maybe they're just going out with a bang. Okay. Nice. They wanted to see how close they could get us. Take them out with the Epicure? No. Not sticking around. As red decks, they don't stick around. Win in the mirrors. It's pretty good. So far, this deck is looking very craftable.
What is?
What do you mean,
What is?
It's nearly Thanksgiving. Why don't you come as a turkey?
Red.
Okay, we got white. White on the board. Not scared of Hopeful Initiate, but it does block attacks. Next turn, Swift Spear and play with Fire it, if possible. Okay. That is a very hasty adversary. They're just hoping red deck doesn't have any small removal. Alright, we're probably going to want to use this Scoundrel to clean our hand out. Okay. Adeline is a problem. Chandra Dress to kill. Does that do anything for us?
Go ahead. Fight me as hard as you can. Because I'm real stubborn. Woohoo! Watch me heat up the dance floor.
These aren't going to be good blockers. They'd probably take out Chandra the next turn. Maybe that was a mistake. I don't know. Probably should have just played the Charming Scoundrel and looted this land. Another Hopeful Initiate. Okay. Oh, Skrelv. Yeah. Okay, we finally met our match.
Wow, not even a gift back.
What do we get? We get a Felden. We should have looted here. Do we loot away the adversary? I don't think so. We don't draw a land next turn. Oh, they're gonna give us a draw. Okay. Play with fire? Kill your Adeline? Are we still in this game now? Ossify, we take out a Swift Spear, whatever. They're down to one card in hand. We'll still take the race here. Play with fire. Basically have to target Skrelv. I can't block. Absorb the 3. Another Skrelv. They have a lot better than another Adeline, I'll tell you that. They got one card left in their hand. Maybe do they have that removal for big creatures or whatever? We get a Monstrous Rage. I'm going to play that pre-combat so we can do a draw with the Charming Scoundrel. Epicure doesn't really need to come down pre-combat, so let's just get in. You can't block with your Skrells, you're taking it. They go to 2, and now to 1. And the question becomes, can they deal 9 damage to me in the next turn? And the answer is no! Red deck wins! How many games is that? Is that a 5-0? Okay, apparently that was a 4-0. So, make your predictions now. Are we going to 5? This can be a 3-3 attacking. Is it going to be a slow opponent or a fast opponent? Like a slow opponent. What do we want to do? Guess we'll save the Scoundrel for potential redraw here. Start going wide. Bant Adventures, perhaps? Land of War Wastes. Okay, so it's at least 4 colors. Okay, we're willing to do that to... I think on the speedy plan. They're down to 12. How many removals do they have? So it's a Virtue of Persistence deck. If they can just survive long enough. I have to hope they don't have life gain things or something. Another Bloodthirsty Adversary. Sure, why not? Guess they could drop a white mana and wipe the board next turn. Unless it's an untapped white mana. There's some black board wipes. That would wipe us out. There's the black and generic. Bird Migration. Gonna gain 3 life. Okay, they get an untapped land. They got Brothers War. Wipe us out. Drag to the bottom. They did take a damage doing that. Yeah, I guess we're not going to do the thing. End of turn play with fire, and then we lightning strike them for the win. They could very easily have another gain 3, though. Hope they spend this turn like dropping a 4/4 creature. Raffine's Tower. Okay. Ooh, we're sweating it. Leyline Binding, main phase, takes out the Scoundrel. Sure. We're gonna lose one from the Wicked Aura. We'll face. We got one redraw. They don't have counter magic. Do you have the gain 3? Opponent. Woo! And that is the 5-0. We're up in platinum. We're just ranked right up. And I don't know, should I just continue to play this and rank up more? I wonder if I could get to Mythic today. And here is the proof. The stats: 5-0, 100% on the draw, 100% on the play. Won 2 mirror matches. And then just handiwork. 18 minutes total play time to rank right up to platinum from, where were we in gold? Gold 2. So pretty good. I would say, I don't know if I would change anything for best of 1 from the list. That I would start with this list and then see. Maybe you want the Nahiri's Warcrafting. We did. We were very lucky that opponent blocked with their Adeline, and we were able to kill it and add up some damage against it when we played against mono white. But yeah, it's a good deck, and probably better in best of 3 with that sideboard. So check out the list. Check out some of these other cool videos if you like my standard stuff. We play all kinds of stuff on this channel, but I know you like standard, so I like to make at least 1 standard video a week. I also made a rat video yesterday, rat typal, so check that out. This has been Manadad, reminding you that Magic is a game so fun. Even dads can enjoy it, and they can especially enjoy it when they're going 5-0.